Hi there, Lyndall Pinchen, canine naturopath from Canine Vitality, and welcome back to Happy Healthy Dogs, where I provide natural solutions for your dog's health issues and help them live a longer, healthier life naturally. Now guys, does your dog suffer from a yeast infection? Now these smelly, itchy infections can affect ears, the paws, the skin areas such as the groin, under the arm areas, all those nice moist areas. You know, they often do accompany allergy problems, and they're also related to the balance of your dog's hormones. Now, these are so unpleasant for your dog, and they're terribly smelly. I can sometimes smell a yeasty dog the minute they walk into the shop where my clinic is. You know, sometimes it's so strong, it nearly knocks all of us out there. Now, some of the common signs that your dog might be suffering from a yeast infection include a greasy, scaly skin, a musty corn chip-like smell that's often really strongly smelt, particularly from the ear infections, but can be coming from really any other affected area. Scratching, head shaking and rubbing, redness, swelling and inflamed skin, which can become really painful if not treated. Now, you know, yeasts live normally on the skin of your dog's body, and while their immune system is balanced, these really just don't cause any problems. But you know, if there are any issues leading to immune imbalances, this can cause the level of those yeasts to overpopulate and just get out of control. You know, typically this can occur if there's been some skin allergies or hormonal imbalances caused by stress or other issues. And of course, we know how important the health of your dog's gut is. Any imbalance in gut health can absolutely lead to yeast infections as well. Now, if your dog has had an issue with yeast infections, you probably know that they can be quite resistant to being treated. You know, typically your vet might prescribe antifungal drugs such as flucoxonil. Unfortunately, these can cause side effects including vomiting, diarrhea and loss of appetite, and can also lead to liver toxicity if given over long periods of time. And the other issue with these drugs is that it can also lead to drug resistance, where it's just no longer effective against this yeasty issue. But you know, there are some really amazing and very effective herbs that can help treat these yeasty problems. And today I'm going to talk to you about one of my favorite herbs. Now, this is a herb that originates from South America and is known as pau d'arco. Now, the parts that are used medicinally are the inner bark of this fantastic tree. Now, why do I love this herb so much? Well, firstly, it really does help your dog's immune system get a good boost when it comes to those infections. And secondly, it has very strong antifungal and anti-inflammatory properties. Now, when it comes to yeast infections, it's really, really important to remember that there's just not one thing that will get rid of the problem that your dog's suffering from. You really have to address this both topically and internally. And you also want to make sure that you're looking at the diet, gut health, stress levels and so on, especially if your dog's been suffering from recurrent or chronic infections for a period of time. But having said that, this herb is an excellent one to give to your dog to help fight yeast populations. Now, I regularly prescribe this and love to combine it with other antifungal herbs, including golden seal, calendula, garlic, and barberry. Now, if you'd like to know more about this formula, my antifungal formula, I'm going to pop the link in the comment section below so you can check it out. So how does this herb work against yeast problems? Now, pau d'arco actually helps to inhibit or lower the level of yeast in your dog's body, as well as also reducing any cravings for sugary or grain-based foods that actually do feed that yeast. Now, as with any herb that is used to treat a yeasty problem, it's always a good idea to start off slowly and build up. Otherwise, your dog may experience huge levels of those yeasts dying off really quickly, which can make their symptoms a little bit worse and can make them feel a bit unwell for a few days. So I always tend to start my clients' dogs on a lower dose that can be increased over a period of weeks as I need. Now, I love to use this herb in a liquid tincture form, and the dose I used is based on giving about 1 to 2 drops per kilo of body weight. But you can also work the dosage on giving from 1/2 to 1.5 mils per 10 kilos of body weight in divided doses. Now, while this herb is excellent on its own, as I said, I really love to combine it with other antifungal herbs and other liver herbs as well to make the treatment more effective. And you know, the great thing about this is that other herbs have so many naturally occurring compounds in them. The chance of getting any sort of resistance is way, way less than any sort of conventional drug that only has a single action. So it's going to be much harder for that yeast to win over those herbs and other natural supplements. And this herb can be used over a long period of time, especially for those resistant infections. It's really important to use these herbs in conjunction with an appropriate diet that avoids all of the carbohydrates and sugary fruits and grains and things like that, including starchy vegetables too, like your carrots, your pumpkin, sweet potato as well, because all of these do feed that yeast problem. You know, by combining the correct diet and using these natural supplements such as the herbs like Powderco and other ones I've mentioned, as well as probiotics, your dog can overcome this yeast problem naturally without having to worry about all those nasty side effects coming from the antifungal drugs and other things that might be given. Now, it's a really well tolerated herb when given at the right doses, but you should avoid this one in pregnancy. Well guys, I hope you found this video helpful. Remember that when treating anything like this, you do need to approach it from a number of different angles holistically, and there's never going to be one magic cure, unfortunately. That'd be great if we could do that, but it just doesn't happen. You know, if you have a dog with recurring yeast problems and you'd like some help, please feel free to message me below. I'll leave all my details, contact details below in the comment section. And feel free to let me know what you thought of today's video. Was it helpful to you? I'd love to hear from you. So don't forget to like, comment and share this post, and subscribe to my channel for all the latest videos. Now, I look forward to catching up with you next week, guys, in another video. But till then, have a fantastic week and we will talk very soon. Bye for now.